And we are here live for a brand new We Are One. Thank you for joining us. I'm so delighted to receive Petra Elmendorff with us. Welcome, Petra.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be back, or if you see me for the first time, welcome. Do we start right away, Ali? Just diving in? Great.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go for it. So my dedication today, or my what I like to show you, what I like to share with you, because this is how I work with Jin Shin Jyutsu, is to pick a flow. For example, today it will be the gallbladder function flow, for a reason to staying tuned and staying synchronized with the cosmic weathers. It is right now, I mean, I'm sure I don't tell you anything new, that we are undergoing tremendous shifts and changes, and we have a lot of challenges, but we also have a lot of undoing of stuff that we have been living for centuries. And that can be uncomfortable, but it can also be a nice opening. And right now, the spirit of the gallbladder function translated in Jin Shin Jyutsu, we know that the gallbladder function is related to the star sign Aquarius. Just give you a little background. I know most of you know this, but Jin Shin Jyutsu talks about a universal harmonizing energy, for example, and we talk about that everything that is happening universal is also mirrored in our bodies. So we see vibration, we see energy translated into languages. One language is numerology. And those of you who are with us for a while, you know we work with those safety energy logs. And they are qualities, they are numbers for qualities. They have properties. And then we see relationships also to the astrology, which is like relationships to planets or to the archetypes of the 12 parts of the whole, which is the 12 star signs. And right now, I picked gallbladder function energy because this month where we are right now, the February, is under the guidance, or is living, or is providing the perspective, the consciousness of the archetype of Aquarius. So that's how we move, for example, through a year. You can see every month there's a shift in consciousness, there's a shift in vibration, there's a slight shift in focus. And so for now, if we are living in February, we might as well work with our gallbladder function, because this is a universal energy happening, and we help ourselves through organ flows or through the flow that relates to this quality. But one reason why I chose especially this flow too is because we just entered the age of Aquarius. You know, we are on the collective field, on the broader field. We are totally under the spirit of Aquarius. And this is not just as we move now through the months. This is not so much you and me. It is all of us, all of us. So the energy is intensified. And with Jin Shin Jyutsu and the ability to connect vibration and translate vibration into flows or sequences is a fantastic tool to stay harmonized and staying tuned to, you know, the cosmic message. So as we harmonize ourselves, we are not just harmonizing body, mind, and spirit in ourselves. We are also being harmonized with the universe. We are, you know, we are microcosm, macrocosm are unified. And today I like to show you how you harmonize the Aquarian energy, and you can pick which side you like to do. And I like already us to start because the sequence has a few steps. The basic hand will be, in this case, I will do the right side because for me, the right side would work better right now. You can change sides, as long as you remember whatever your mirror image for the other side, what I show you. So the basic hand, and that's why make yourself somewhat comfortable. You will be holding with your right hand at the side of the neck, safety energy lock number 12. And the left hand would touch the forehead, which is safety energy lock number 20. And in this way, we open, we start, we move and initiate the quality of gallbladder function, the quality of Aquarius. Now, to understand the quality of this particular flow, you might want to connect again also to the relationship of the depth. We have depth, we have dimensions of vibrations of consciousness, and the third depth is relating to Aquarius, to gallbladder. And one of the big messages of Aquarius is freedom from the known. And as we touch the forehead, we are actually working, if you take a look where exactly we are holding this safety energy lock, it sits at the side of what we know as third eye. In some systems this is called a chakra. And with the 20, we are opening up our perception. Very typical for the gallbladder energy, very typical for the time we are in, that we are broadening our perspective and we broaden our mind. We are allowing new thinking, new focus, and the bigger picture. And that's why I also love to do this flow, because it gets you out of the frog perspective. It helps you to see like an eagle would see the landscape. So the 20 and the 12, and the 12 relates to this flow as a quality of flow, of smooth, of easiness, of ease, no resistance, saying yes, alignment, attuning. This is the 12. And as we tune into this, it already can have an effect on your brain. You might already know this. I notice this because I begin to space out, which is not such a good idea when I want to talk, but I can see how my brain begins to relax. Every step of a sequence has something to do with the message of that archetype, that energy that is translated or that is communicated in this flow. We take the left hand now and we would place it to the end of the spine, your coccyx, the tailbone, the end of the spine. And now again, we are holding a place that is very important for gallbladder, very important for Aquarius energy. See, when it comes to the understanding of gallbladder energy, the third depth, we also like to talk about a bridge. We like to talk about a bridging energy, because there is a consciousness in the third depth about bringing two worlds, two frequencies, or moving from one place to the other, and moving away from and towards something else, bridging two worlds, two vibrations. And On the main central vertical level, which we are holding right now on the coccyx, we are bridging. We are actually moving from the front part of the main central to the back part of the main central. And here we also see the relationship to the gallbladder function. Coccyx is very important for having, allowing the crossing of the flows. There's a lot of crossing here. And the easiness of moving from one space to the other. You will find that if you do your gallbladder function a lot, I dare to say, it becomes more and more, there's more and more fun in adventure. There's more and more embracing of the unknown. The embracing of the unknown, because change is the magic word here. There is a love for change, because change means growth. Change means expansion, moving on is life. We are clearing our heads, we are strengthening our backs with this sequence. Now we can move on, and I cannot show this to you, or maybe, no, I can't, but I explain it to you. You take your left hand, and you will, if you do like me, the right flow, and you place your left hand below your left outer ankle. So you will be on the outer side of the left foot, below the ankle bone. Between the heel and the ankle, there is this place which we call safety angel lock number 16. And again, also the 16 is very much in tune with the message of gallbladder function, the message of Aquarius, as it is introducing or encouraging, again, change. It actually talks about it. It talks about it as breaking up structures, like in springtime, when, the plant, the seedling comes out of the earth and breaks up the crust of the earth, and suddenly the little green is there. This breaking up to open, to grow, and to allow life. And you see, we have a whole stretch here. We are all above here, and then we are all down here at the foot. So this is really how the gallbladder function is moving. It will work the whole brain. It will move at the side of the body. It moves down to the leg, through this ankle bone to the toes. Don't be afraid of change, is the gallbladder saying. Just allow the miracle, the promise, the adventure, the embrace of the unknown. This is the way we learn. This is the way we can get rid of old stuff we don't need, old structures, and we renew. The spirit of the time is not just gallbladder because we are here now in this particular month. It is really the cosmic message right now for the whole year, you can say, even longer, that we get acquainted, we get energized, and we get encouraged by the Aquarian spirit. And again, one of the biggest gifts is that it is eager to open up to new horizons and eager to change, eager to transform limitations. I can already feel how this energy moves from here down to the foot. And I like to move on. We would now place our hand underneath, which is safety energy lock number 14, underneath the rib cage in the front. And I would go with my left hand to the left 14. So as we would hold the 12 here and the 14 here, we are again finding balance between, we are bridging. Here is the bridge in the 14 between heaven and earth, or earth and heaven. And here at the neck, we have the bridge between my little me, or my higher me, my little me, my personality, and the bigger picture. I don't know how you want to say it. It's a bridging, it's an allowing, it's an alignment. It's interesting that, on one hand, Aquarius is absolutely determined to create new systems, a new world, in a sense of human benevolence, systems that embrace love, that embrace equality, freedom. So everybody has win-win situation. So it's very dedicated to, it sometimes can be annoying because Aquarius always has a bigger view than, or can have a bigger view and brings in a new perspective. And on the other hand, it is so fluid, it is so flexible, it's so open. Like children when they explore the world, this energy is so available to move to the next and to the next and to the next. And the smooth flow through life is a quality. Strength in clarity. Strength also, it works with your brains. It helps to synchronize the left and the right side of the brain. And as we do that, we synchronize, we also have like a bridging effect here, because we are bridging our logic and our little intelligence that wants to have the explanations and our intuition. Actually, the gallbladder flow is enhancing intuitive thinking. So the masculine and the feminine, the all of it. And at the same time, it helps us to be easygoing and enjoy the journey. That's why we see the effect on the body level when you do a lot of gallbladder function. The effect on the body level is a limber, a fluid body. The joints are open, the ligaments, the tendons. You are easy. And usually also the flowing of the energy through the body shows itself by a graceful movement, because we can bend, we can stretch, we are flexible. And this bending and stretching on the physical plane is actually what we are undergoing through as human beings in this collective time, the bending and stretching of our old belief systems, and the bending and stretching of old emotional pattern, or how things are supposed to be, our supposed to be's, our oughts, our shoulds, get questioned. or maybe like just evaporation. And with gallbladder flow, we enjoy this. We enjoy this because it is the memory. And remember, Jin Shin Jyutsu is remembering who I am. It's not an adding of information. We remember who we are. And this remembering of that there's so much more than we know for now. Even if we have no idea, but we know deep down that this cannot be all. And we all have dreams. And dreams are important for gallbladder. And the dream in gallbladder is always loving for everybody. It's the dream of a world where the animal kingdom and the plants and the human beings, they all work together in oneness. And when we do a lot of gallbladder, when we treat ourselves, we keep our dreams alive and we trust the dreams, because trust is a big theme for Aquarius, because it is clear. Aquarius doesn't question the vision. Aquarius knows. And that's why, allowing the dreaming and the opening, the downloading from the universal, from the universal space. This is where we are right now. We are allowing ourselves to dream big so we can be big. Because first everything is energy, and then, body. It's first energy, it's first vision, it's first thought, then becoming felt. It's something we are convinced about. We know there is truth. This is all gallbladder. So we move now from the left 14, just simply move over to the right 14. So we have both of the 14s in this sequence. So the whole middle, the whole waistline, the finding my path, finding my meaning, finding my purpose, my understanding is opening up here. And just for the moment, we're focusing on the 14s, because the 14s, they have a lot to do, because they need to bring this all together now. They need to understand, digest what is happening. So it all makes sense. So the big vision of Aquarius can be brought down to earth, can just not be stuck in the head as a nice idea. But when the 14s are open, chances are that we make our dreams come true, because energy then moves from the 14s into the pelvis, into the legs, and it can be grounded. My feeling always is, and you might just, maybe you feel that too, or maybe you know this experience, there's space. See, when you work with Aquarius, when you work with gallbladder, also with the third depth, there's something about space that is created. It's almost like a loosening of the binding, a loosening of attachments, a little more room, less identified, more questioning, more exploring than wanting to be right. The inquiring mind, the intuitive mind, the questioning mind. just alone this step, or the step we just did before, opens up the possibility for your thoughts, your ideas, for your consciousness to move from the head to the toes. So we receive our vision, we allow our vision, and please think big. Think big. And if you think, oh, okay, I'm already big, you can even go bigger. This is Aquarius, because Aquarius is the huge perspective, where everything is connected and everything makes sense. And from this 14, we would do the last step, which would be, I would be holding the right, with my left hand, the right 22, which is underneath the clavicle bone, the collarbone here. You just place your hand here. And it's interesting because there's an aspect, as I said before, that belongs also to the gallbladder function, and for that it belongs to Aquarius, is an ability to adapt. That's what I mean. There is this funny, you can almost say, big bridging between a knowing, a clarity. It's almost like a GPS to what's right and how it's supposed to be, an architect of the matrix for worlds to be, with a certainty and an intensity in it. And at the same time, a complete adaptation, an ability to adapt, to go with the flow. You know, the 22 is happy and content wherever I am. Touching it and move on. Gathering it and dispersing it. It's being part of it and not being part of it. Like a good meditation. Being in the world and yet not in the world. Living to the fullest and never forgetting that we are space. There's space around us. That we are consciousness. This is all in this flow. And my experience with gallbladder flow is, especially in these times, it helps you to keep your focus, to keep your GPS, to stay, you know, like the sailors in the old days, like the North Star. You know, you just have focus on the star to navigate you. You're not focusing on a little something. You just have your eyes up and you focus on the star that guides you. This is the Aquarius. And if we can't see everything, that doesn't matter, because we know. We know at the right time, the right place, we know. We are guided. We all have this guidance system in us. You can do your other side if you like. I hope you enjoy this. I love this. I love to work like this. So,
what a master class on gallbladder. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So also one thing, if you have your gallbladder removed, some people might say, but my gallbladder is gone. Doesn't matter. A gallbladder is just a few cells removed. The spirit of the gallbladder is still there. So all you need to do is to just do more gallbladder. And it's fine. It's fine. So thank you, Ellie, for being there with me.
Thank you. It was a wonderful time, and people here in the chat are just sending so much love and support, thanking you for this brilliant talk that you shared with us, this
Thank you.
beautiful insight. Thank you.
Oh,
And I'm sure that everybody's going to practice with a new awareness now.
absolutely. I tell you, and we will join in this because there is an energy field released as we do this with this kind of consciousness. This is what we contribute to the bigger world. I'm totally convinced. And I wanted to share with you those of you who are interested in, going like this or like learning more about the connection between the language of astrology, which is just a language, and utilize this knowledge for your personal application in Jin Shin Jyutsu. I will teach a special topic class in English the last 2 weekends of March. So you can stay tuned, check in the websites, check in with Scottsdale and my website, and you will see, you can read more about it. I just wanted to say, if you are more into this, we will go for it.
Exactly. I just added here in the chat the link for JSJ Inc. and for Petra's website in German. So for classes in Germany, you can go to her website in Germany, and for classes in English, you can visit jsjinc.net, as I typed here. It's not yet published at the website, but keep checking. It will be available soon. Don't miss that opportunity. I'm sure it will be mind-opening.
Mind-opening. Okay. Thank you, Ellie.
Thank you. See you soon.
Bye.
Have a great week. Bye-bye.